Zodiac signs? Really? The fuck is this guy talking about? Let me explain. Peace and love, first and foremost. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. I'm gonna be real quick about this, real simple. Today's subject is zodiac signs. Zodiac signs, right? Why is it so important? A lot of people don't believe in this type of stuff. I get it, that's fine. But before I get into this whole topic, I want to speak about spirituality and why I always talk about it. So spirituality is just like a fancy ass name for science. It's a science. That's all it is. That's all it is. Back in the days, they used to study these sciences, right? It was a science. They study science. Zodiac or the whole zodiac system is a science. That's all it is. So in what I'm about to say, I'm gonna put it down in basic perspective. Basic perspective, meaning that I'm gonna talk about the principles, the characteristics, and the things that these people respond to. Because there's groups of people, right? There's these groups of people that respond to certain things. So I'm gonna break that down. I know a lot of people out there are gonna probably think like, oh, well, we're all different, we're all this, we're all that, we're all blah blah, whatever the fuck, you think you are, that's fine. You can think that way. You know what I mean? We're all entitled to think a certain way. That's only obvious. But these are the principles, the characteristics of people, how they react, okay? To certain things, to certain thinking. They think different, but okay, I get that, millions of people, but these are the practical ways of these signs and the practical thinking of these signs. So there's 4 elements. So each sign has an element, right? There's 3 signs in each element. There's 12 signs, but who cares, right? We're not talking about, the specifics. We're just talking about the elements that makes these signs. So I want to start with the first element. The first element is Earth. Now, Earth, if you take a minute to actually think, Earth is what? Material stuff, right? Everything that you see is materialistic. A lot of people don't like this word because when they think about materialistic, they think about money and jewels and all that bullshit. That's not materialistic. Materialistic means what the fuck I'm wearing. This materialistic, this material. You know what I mean? That's materialistic. Just to give you an example. So these signs respond to different things. These signs are materialistic. And the 3 signs under this element, Earth, are Virgos, Capricorns, and Tauruses, right? Taurus, Capricorn, Virgos, right? These signs respond to a different type of language. Now, these signs are very practical, very tangible. You know what I mean? You got to speak to these signs directly. Like, you can't don't throw no metaphors when you're talking to them. Don't throw nothing like that. You got to be straight factual, like exactly what you're saying, what you mean, exactly. Very, very simple people, man. Very practical, simple people. You know what I mean? They don't like all that other bullshit feelings and thinking or too much thinking, or you know what I mean? They don't, or too much hard on a belief, or too much on a conversation. Like, nah, bro. Like, you just stick to the goddamn point and tell them straight what it is or what you want. Real simple people. The next element I'm gonna go touch on is the water element. Now, the water element are the emotional people, right? These are Cancers, Scorpios, Pisces, okay? These people don't respond to the materialistic way of speaking. They don't respond to certain words. They don't respond to certain things. And I don't want to get all into all that, right? Because that's not the point of this video. But they don't respond to certain things. What they do respond, though, is to emotions, how you feel, how you say something, right? Because you can say something, but you can actually, you know what I mean? You can say a word and mean it in different ways. You know what I mean? How do you mean it, right? You can say, I love you. Okay. Some people might think of the definition, but these motherfuckers got to feel it. They got to feel it like, they know if you're bullshitting. They know, you know what I mean? Because you got to feel it. You got to say the right word for these people. Like, that's just the way you communicate with them. All right. If you're direct, they're going to get, you know, and when I say emotional, I'm not talking about sensitive. People get it fucked up. Not sensitive. Emotions can be anything. Sad, mad, happy. You get the point. So if you're direct with these people, it's only going to ignite one of their emotions. So you got to pick and choose what you want to say around them, right? Not to be sneaky, but just to comfort them, I guess you could say. You got to comfort these people, right? So emotion signs. Now moving on to the next one, the next element, the fire element. Now, fire element, these are the signs of Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. Now, these people are more passionate people. These people live off passion. These people live off belief, right? Whatever gets them going in their belief system, you know, they're down for that. You know what I mean? These people don't give a fuck about emotions too much. And like I said, I'm gonna get deep into this, you know, conversation, but I'm just giving you the basics. They don't give a fuck about emotions. They don't give a fuck about the materialistic world. They give a fuck about what they believe, and you know, they're adventurous, right? They're very adventurous. They can be passionate about what they believe. They can be passionate about their adventures. They can be passionate. These people are really passionate. You know, they're fire. They're fire signs. They're really passionate. And I'm not saying in oh my God, you know, in a loving way. Nah, they're passionate about anything. You know what I mean? I'll touch on the other on the bad side of these other signs. But anyway, that they're really passionate. You know, it's all about their belief system. If they put their mind into it, like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because that's what passion is. It's like, you put your mind into it, like, fuck, you gotta get it done. You know what I mean? That's how you get to those people, right? Because they see the world in that way. Now, the last sign I'm gonna touch on is the air signs. Now, air signs are Libras, Aquariuses, and Geminis. Now, these type of people are intellectual people. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that these people are smarter than you in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? The word intellectual gets fucked up too. You know, just like the word materialistic. Intellectual meaning that they're just really mental, man. They're mental. That's all intellectual means. They're mental. Meaning that they don't really give a fuck about the materialistic world, right? Because we all know materialistic world is worth what? To you, it might not be worth anything. You know what I mean? It's material stuff. Okay, cool. It's a fucking piece of gold chain. All right, but it's a metal. That's how they think. You know what I mean? That's how those people are. They're mental. So these people react to different things. They don't give a fuck about materialistic things. They don't give a fuck about the emotional things. You know what I mean? Because emotion, they think they can control it, whatever. And they don't give a fuck about the passionate things. What they give a fuck about is if it makes sense, if it's intellectual or makes any type of sense to them. The way you speak to these people is in that way. You know what I mean? You got to mentally stimulate them. You know what I mean? Ideas, fucking, you know, metaphors and you know what I'm saying? Like, anything that they can makes them like, oh my God, like, you know, that's what stimulates these people. You know what I mean? The fire signs, what stimulates them is adventure. You know, adventure. Fuck. You know, anything adventurous, anything that has to do with being fearless and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what they respond to. Emotional people, they respond to, things are, oh my God, like it makes me feel a certain way. Oh my God, you know what I mean? Like love, I could say, that's they respond to, things like that. And the materialistic people, they respond to practical shit. You know what I mean? Shit that's set in stone. Shit that's like non-shakeable, non-movable. Oh my God, they just, oh shit. You know what I mean? Thank you, God, for giving me something like that, right? That's how they react. So with that being said, pay attention. Look up these things. You know what I mean? Don't take my word for it. I mean, honestly, I'm just trying to put y'all on game and be a better person. How are you a better person? Well, you start to realize certain things. You start to actually listen. You know what I mean? Pay attention. Listen, pay attention. You know what I mean? I can't, stress that out, often, but it's like, pay attention, man. Be aware, like literally be aware. Don't just listen, actually hear what they're saying. You know what I mean? And on the second video, I'm a touch on a little bit deeper, you know what I mean, to each. I'm gonna probably do each sign, you know what I mean, so y'all can understand these signs better. But that's the basic stuff, bro. Basic fucking, you can't get any more basic than that. And honestly, if this don't help you, fuck, I don't know what else will. You know what I mean? Because honestly, real shit, this is the number one thing, man. You got to learn these principles, these characteristics from these people. And I'm shit you not, you'll make better friends, better connections. You know what I mean? Just better everything. You know what I mean? Better everything. And that's pretty much it. Basic stuff. I'm on a 7-day detox. If y'all been paying attention, I've been posting those things. You can follow those things. I mean, follow the recipes. I actually feel really good. I feel really good. I'm on my 3rd day, doing 7 days. After 7 days, I'm going to do a cleanse. So detox, cleanse, stay up on that. It's your boy Hustle. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a blessed, productive day. And like I always say, man, stay moving. That's the only way. All right, well, y'all have a blessed day. Boy Hustle, peace.